Good morning, everybody. Rodney here. Man, the green room's filling up already. Lloyd, I don't know how long you've been sitting in there, but it must have been quite a while. Sorry, I wasn't paying much attention, brother.
I've been in there for about an hour or so.
Yeah.
I thought, well, maybe I got the wrong one, so I went back and checked my email again and re-logged in, and then shut the other one down. As when I re-logged in, you were just starting, so it's like, okay, maybe. Yeah, I'll sit back there probably an hour or so, hour and a half. I don't know.
I was listening to Dennis and doing some stuff on YouTube or not YouTube,
Yeah.
Amazon, and wasn't really paying much attention on who was joining early. And I should have known you would join early. You always do. So, and
if I join early. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes Dominic does too. So, but
I was only in there for probably 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah. How you doing, Dominic?
When Dennis said good night, I just hit the link.
Anyway, so hang on. Hey, Philip.
There he is.
All right, so we've got Lloyd, Dominic, Hot Rod, and now Philip. Let me get to the comments. I am so behind. Randy, Mad Props, Dusty, East Coast Thrills, Johnny Drone Flyer.
Johnny.
Good morning, guys. I'm still trying to get myself organized here. I've been doing everything but what I should have been doing.
Oh,
I know, right? It's like
it happens. It happens.
YouTube. So, how's everybody weekend starting out?
Yeah, pretty good.
Not bad.
Well, we've got to the shortest day here, so it's good from here.
So let's see. Let's do that so everybody's bigger. I'll make the chats a little less wide. So, all right. And Philip,
yes.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
You getting ready to go to that South Florida dirty FPV park?
Dirty South FPV Park in Chelsea. It's their grand opening today, and I'm hoping to be able to do a live spot there today.
Well, that would be cool.
Yeah. Show the place off a little bit.
Cool. So, Rodney, how you doing?
Busy with work and busy building a drone.
Okay. Hey, Dennis.
Hey,
Dennis.
So, I don't know if
Dennis.
you got the chats, but look, Scott. Actually, I don't see him, so I guess he's not in the chats.
Actually, I just sent you a video, Rodney.
what's that? You broke up.
I said I just sent Rodney a video.
Oh,
How you doing, Dennis?
I'm doing pretty well. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'll be inside for a while, but in general, I'm doing great. Live now.
I watched your show. I just didn't comment this morning.
I appreciate you being there. Thank you.
He was the silent partner.
Yeah, I
do
was
that a lot.
over.
Like Drone Bum, I watch a lot of videos on TV, and you can't comment there, but you get the count anyway. What do we got, Rod?
That's the LEDs on my 8S drone that I'm building.
8S.
Wow.
It's 8S.
The rocket wasn't fast enough, huh?
Will it carry a toddler?
Maybe.
Maybe.
And this is not
okay.
all of the lights, Rodney. So this is just the light bars. So there's 4 on top, 4 on the arms, and then I've actually yesterday the LEDs came in that I'm going to put around the outside edge of the frame as well.
Wow.
Well, I hope you don't embarrass the sun with this brightness.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you know and I've told Maddie this. You know, when I'm flying in areas where other people around, the fact that they can actually see the drone because it's lit up
Right.
makes them a lot less nervous about
Now,
it
wait a
being
minute,
in the
Rod.
air because they can see it.
Rod, let me interrupt you right here. I have a bone to pick about what you just said.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
When people ain't going to see a drone, all they're going to see is a bright light moving around in the sky.
Yeah, just don't fly it in
Or
Jersey.
Yes, uh,
All they're going to
Yeah.
see
It'll
is a
look like
light
an orb.
and some
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah, don't fly it in New Jersey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one would be fun to fly in New Jersey because it would have caused part of the controversy. Yep.
Hey, I'm curious. Is that still going on? It got suddenly quiet. So is it going on and they're just not talking about it, or?
So here's the deal with that. What started that? Even though the DoD came out and said, "Oh, it's not us," but the ironic part of it is they knew what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Literally a year before, the DoD signed a contract with a drone vendor in Kansas City or Kansas or someplace out there
I think it's Kansas.
to make some drones for the military. Experimental, right? They're working on drone development, and as part of that deal, they also did a deal with the FAA so that company could have a zone to test the drones in. And guess where that zone was? Right
California.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, must be California. No, New Jersey.
So despite
okay,
the fact the DoD came out and did their whole it ain't us kind of thing, it was for them, although not technically them, but it
was a company
for them.
that was testing for the DoD. So
Yeah, exactly. One of those deals. You can always tell when the military is dodging by just the way they talk, and
Their
it
choice
was pretty
of words.
obvious. If you've been around ever been around military PR guys, it's like, okay, yeah, they know. When they're telling you we don't know what it is, don't worry about it, but we're investigating it. That is an automatic. They know exactly what it is. They're just trying to deflect and not tell the public what it is.
Or you can just watch their lips. If they're moving, then you know.
That too.
So on I'm kind of proud of myself, and I got to brag.
Yay, Rodney.
Dennis, as you know, I've been trying to figure out how you print on the surface.
Yes.
With letters. Well, I got close yesterday.
Woo, nice.
yeah.
Did I ever send you my? Of course, that's probably closer than mine. Yeah, that's great.
However, there's a layer of white over the black there. So when you're looking at it in real life, in the camera, you can't tell. But I figured out how to actually do it. And see, now you can probably tell the difference.
I can absolutely see the difference.
Yeah.
Black on the
definitely.
small is not less
The
bright.
first one's muddy. The second one's clear.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
how are you doing that?
Tinkercad will let you do that because it has letters. So kind of what you want to do, which I think is probably what you did, you take the letters and raise them up just a hair so that color sticks out.
Yeah, but then you'll feel that when you're so what you do in Fusion, I can tell you how to do that in Fusion 360.
Well, I tried in Fusion 360, and I must have watched 5 different videos explaining how to do it, and it just confused the heck out of me.
Well, I can tell you in a few seconds as an overview.
I saw in a video where a guy did this in Bamboo Labs in the
Yeah, I saw that video too. I know which one you're talking about.
And so I went in there and tried it, and this is what I got. And I had some help from Brad too. He gave me a couple other tips.
Oh, that's
And
great.
one of the tips he
Yeah.
gave me got me to that point. So
Well, that's
I
fantastic.
wasn't
As long
completely
as
alone. Huh?
as long as you find a tool that can do it, it doesn't matter. You know.
Yeah.
So that's
How
good
do
for
you
you.
like Fusion 360?
Say that
Do
again.
what?
Simple enough to use.
I like Fusion 360, but there's a good learning curve to it. There really, really is.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that
But
I use. I've
use
never used Tinkercad. I used to use FreeCAD years ago, but when I discovered AutoCAD's Fusion 360, I switched to that. And you can get that for free with I forget what they call it, but anyway, you don't have to lie or cheat or anything. It's just you can't do anything commercial with it. That's all. But they
gotcha.
do make it a little bit difficult for you to do that for free because they want their money.
Right.
Yeah, there's another one out there called OnShape that I've watched.
What is it?
OnShape. OnShape. I've
Is
seen
that
it.
web-based or is
There's
that
one guy.
local?
There's one 3D printing guy that I watch off and on, and that's the one he ends up using.
Is that an application? I mean, a local
Yes.
application or a web application?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I'll look it
I
up
like
for
the
you.
local. I don't know why. Web's okay, but I don't know.
Tinkercad is simplistic, right? Tinkercad is take pre-existing objects and kind of mash them together, kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of customization, but yeah, in general, you're right. Fusion
Creating
360
creating curved objects and things like that is like,
yeah,
What I
that's where
find that I
other
can
tools shine. Yeah, FreeCAD also.
Yeah. What I find that I can do
simplistic.
well with Tinkercad is like with my FPV stuff. If they've released the STL files, then I've gotten pretty decent at using Tinkercad to
Yeah.
modify their STLs to make them do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So it works great for that part for me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dennis,
Yes.
Dennis, I'm putting the link to that OnShape in the chat. Or
Okay.
actually, let me just text it to
Hey,
you.
Brett.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
So
It's in,
an example, even on this drone. So the STL was just these two side pieces, and I grabbed another file that was the GPS, sat it on top of that cage, and then created the shape for the antenna mount. So that's how I ended up building the nose cage for this one.
Right. So in Fusion 360, what you do is import mesh, and then you go select your mesh, and then there's a mesh tool set. You go to the mesh tool set and you modify, convert to
See, OnShape's the same way. OnShape's
parameters.
mesh, not the triangles of the STLs.
Hey guys, give me a second here. I want to acknowledge some people. We got Mad Props Media, East Coast Thrills, Johnny Drone Flyer, Cool Cat, Michael. Good morning. Johnny Drone Flyer, Carousel. Good morning. RJ's Aerials. Good morning. Victorian Aerial Vision. Good day. And Peter Carroll. Good evening to you guys in Australia, and good morning to all here in the States, Australia, and I think it's afternoon in Britain now too.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
All over Europe, it's afternoon now.
It's afternoon already. I gotta go.
Yeah, it's 1:15 in the UK.
Where did the morning go?
Camera.
3, sorry.
But it's
Yeah.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Zipped on
Yeah,
by.
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere 5 o'clock.
So here's another little example. He ships this TPU, and then because of what I did with the GPS, I ended up, I don't know how well, I ended up sort of cutting that chunk out so that the fin slides up underneath the TPU for the GPS. But this is designed for the front. What he didn't have, because there's 2 mount points on this top plate that you can actually do this fin on. He didn't have a fin for the rear. So I did this one, which is the rear, but what I had to do was keep this part, the base, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I cut the fin off of one of the objects, and I reversed the fin around because the mount points are reversed on the back than they are in the front, and put the fin back on the base to create a fin specifically for the back of the top plate. So
Nice.
doing things like that in Tinkercad is not too bad.
Yeah.
So
In 360, you'd do the same cut, but then you'd rotate it and then move it. You wouldn't have to manipulate
yeah,
it like
you
that.
probably wouldn't. Yeah. It gives you the ability to do it without having to jump through hoops.
Right. Cool.
Adrian.
Nice.
Adrian Mateo Guns in the house.
Adrian
Hey,
Good morning,
Adrian.
Joe.
Hey, Joe. Hey, everybody.
Oh, Joe.
Good day,
Joe.
Australia. Australia.
Yep, Australia.
Yeah, Dennis is getting good at that accent.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I just a few words. That's it.
You-
I
you
tried
need
and
to
tried
spend-
and tried. Matt
you
wanted
need
me to
spend
say
more time here to get that lingo going.
a lot more time. Yeah, it's not easy. I try to say righto, and Matt says that's not how I say that.
Righto.
You know,
Say what?
Right.
I never
Right.
will get it right. Never
Righto.
will. It's just one word. Righto. Anyway, that's as close as I can get.
The voice on my GPS on my phone is Australian.
Nice.
Female.
I actually very much
Nice.
love the Australian voice. I've been watching I've started to get into hydroponics, so I've been watching a guy named Hucho.
Yep.
And he has a radio voice, really, but he's from Australia, so that took that combination. Love listening to that guy, which is good because his videos tend to be about 20 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah, there's one guy that I watch that's a wildlife photographer that's from over there. Forget his name. He doesn't release too many videos, but he's got a good voice.
Yeah. I'll tell you who in our community has a good voice is Don Joyce. I could listen to him all day too.
Yep.
He's amazing.
Johnny wants to know if you can speak Louisianan, Dennis.
You mean Creole, Johnny?
Oh no.
Occasionally.
no, there's a lot of French in that, and
Not
Yeah,
sure.
it's a lot
Yeah.
of French in that.
I no.
Mark
I would
Fisher in the house.
I would make people angry if I tried. It's like, yeah, I would. No.
Here's your
I don't know
chance.
if I ever told
Oh.
the story about my friend. He's a singer-songwriter, and he was a real fan of French. And from the 8th grade to the 12th grade, he studied primarily French as much as they let him in high school. That's what he studied. And then when he got to college, he majored in French. And only 2 years in college. But anyway, it was years later he finally got the chance to go to France. And he was in Paris in a cafe. And this Frenchman, of course, was sitting next to him. And he spouted off this long thing. And he says the guy looked at me. He looked back up at the TV, looked back at me, took a puff of his cigarette, put it out, said, "I'm sorry, monsieur. I do not speak Spanish."
So
Oh,
interestingly enough, my daughter, she's taken 2 years, 3 years of Spanish, 2 years of Spanish now in high school. But we've been having some long conversations, and this is one of the areas where AI is going to be massively helpful.
Yeah, I
You're
agree
not
with that.
going to have to learn another language. The devices could live translate literally on the fly.
I know.
And so you
Audibly.
can literally go almost anywhere, speak any language with
Have
the
a good
live
day, Kia
translation.
Show.
See you, Warren.
See you, Warren.
See you, Warren.
Has anybody ever
Should
met
go
Warren
great.
in person?
No,
As far
but
as I
he
know,
was
none of
on
us have.
Bob Dempsey.
No,
He was
No.
I know about where he
Bob
lives.
Dempsey's old
I
fast
know.
returns.
he's a mystery
He's
man.
And we saw
down
we saw that
between
we saw that
Cincinnati
amount of
and
it.
Dayton.
Around Taylor? Maybe. Taylor, Ohio is between Cincinnati and Dayton. That's why I ask.
Well,
Oh,
hey, Johnny,
yeah,
all I
I'm
can
not
say is
familiar. I'm
I
not
let
familiar
you
with
in.
it.
I got to let
I'm
everybody
Ohio.
in.
Yeah, he lets me in. Anybody can come in.
Yeah. He sends me an invite, and I go, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You feel
I made the book. I made the book.
Kenny.
Ken, place
I'm
it
usually
here. Good
asleep.
morning.
Hey, Ken. You know what that's from, right? Steve Martin and the Jerk. He finally got in the phone book.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He hates these cans. What was the?
There's a bygone that doesn't exist anymore. Phone books.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
still have them here in
right.
Oklahoma.
I get a phone book. Well, no, it's been probably a year or two, maybe.
Yeah,
since I
it's
got
been a
phone
while
book.
since I've gotten one too. So maybe they've done away with them. So
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
did some
seen
work
him
for
in
Reuben
30 years.
Donnelly when I was much younger, and they made most of the phone books that I was aware of.
I
But,
went to when I worked for Cornerstone Automation Systems when I was in Texas, I had to go to the Chicago area to a customer up there to work on one of their
Hey, Jim.
check weighers, and they still they were part of they were still shipping phone books, and that was in early 2000s.
Oh.
So, and I haven't seen a phone book in years actually.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
we've
up to
got
date
one
on the ones that I have.
here
30
I'm
years.
ready
25 years
ago,
ago.
I reckon.
I may go
I
on
mean-
a quest.
I usually got at least 2 every year up until maybe the last 2 years. I haven't seen any. So we got we used to get the Bell / AT&T phone book, but it's quit coming out. So these little thin phone books that have more advertisement than actually information. So
Yeah.
but
That's
it's
how you knew
probably
Sears was in trouble when they quit publishing the Sears Roebuck catalog.
when they quit doing it. Yeah, I got somewhere around here. I've got the last issue of the Sears book, and still has this sleeve on it from when they mailed it to me. So,
Oh my
Hey,
goodness!
Ron.
oh my God, there's Mr.
Well, do
Lockwood.
run. Hey, buddy.
How you doing, Ron?
Good. How are you guys?
Great.
You got a
We
radio
are
on?
live.
What's that?
You got a radio on?
No.
Sir, if you're going to come on live, you need to turn your radio down.
Yeah.
No, it's not on.
There's some squeaking behind when you speak. There's some squeaking behind your voice. It's
Yeah.
kind of unusual, but you're fine. You're fine. Don't change
You're
anything.
okay.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
worry
You're
about it.
good, Ron. You're good.
Let me. I'm in a new car, so let me adjust some things.
Oh, Ron can afford a new car.
It's not new, but it's new to me. My other car kind of was on hospice care, So
Oh, sorry.
yeah,
That was a nice car.
yeah, the little Chevy Cruze it was.
Yeah.
Until it started leaking oil all over the place.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the head gasket was gone. I'm like, time to go. So
Yeah. It's bleeding.
it was bleeding bad.
Yeah.
So I'm heading to Canada in about a week and a half, and I'm like, I need a reliable car. So
What you gonna do in Canada?
going fishing, put my arm in a cast for a week. Going up to northern Saskatchewan.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm going back up there in August. It's a new outfitter I'm working for. He also operates a place in Canada as well as Wyoming. And invited me to come up, and I'm like, okay. So
He really had to twist your arm, didn't he?
oh, terribly.
That's cool.
But,
Great.
so yeah, I bought a Subaru Forester. I really
Nice.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing says love like a Subaru.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rodney, I don't know if hope this is not inappropriate, but one of my coworkers, I love her to death. She goes, Ron, did you know that Subarus are the primary car for lesbians? I'm like, no. She goes, well, they are. She goes, well, join the group. I'm like, well, I guess I'll fit in because I like women as much as you.
Yeah, you're a lesbian stuck in a man's body.
I am.
Yeah,
That's what
I am
always
too.
say.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Oh, my goodness. But just on my way home from work, and I have 4 days off now. So I'm going to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, you should.
About a month after.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, the other day I thought it was a good idea at the time. You know, I'm always trying to brown nose one of the bosses, but he's looking for rocks for, he's building a pond at his house. I'm like, oh, I got a bunch of rocks at the neighbors over by my house, and he says, come over and get them, get rid of them. So now I'm going out to help pick up rocks today. So,
Oh.
but,
Good
yeah,
deeds.
Tell him you'd
Good
rather
deeds
go to
always
Canada?
backfire.
yeah, I leave next, not this coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. So a little over a week.
On August 25th, we're going to go to Banff. Never been.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous there.
Yeah, that's what it seems. So
Where you
looking
going?
forward to it. Banff, Banff. It's up near the Jasper, Alberta area.
Oh, okay. Isn't that
That's
where
kind of a,
you go once
It's kind of
before?
between Calgary and Jasper. What'd you say?
Isn't that where you tried to go once before?
I did. Yeah, I went. That's interesting
Remember,
story.
you need your real passport. Not
Yeah,
the card.
I flew to Houston. For some reason, they let me do this in Atlanta. I flew to Houston and had for a passport, I had a passport card. I don't know if you're aware of it, but I thought it would be easier to carry than a passport. But it turns out the passport card can be used only for land and water travel. If you come in by air, you can't use the passport card. You have to have a passport book.
Ooh.
So I got to Houston and they said, you can't go to Canada, but we'll take you home for free. So they did that.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
Dennis, that is,
Normally they call you up and double check before you ever get on your first flight if they see that on your itinerary.
Well, I'll never use that passport card again. That was a waste of money. It's most of the places I go by air.
Yeah.
So you were
Dennis,
Yes.
say, Dennis, that is an extension of Glacier National Park in Wyoming.
Yes, it is.
And those mountains continue up into Canada. But they say Canada, that portion of those mountains is just unbelievably breathtaking. So yeah, you should really enjoy that.
Yeah, anybody wants to look it up, it's spelled BANFF, 2 F's. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, the Chinooks
I've
going
not
up
seen it,
those
but-
mountains that keeps that area warmer up there.
Yeah, I know they keep heaters turned on, I think, so.
I'm actually going on another trip. I'm going to Grand Junction, Colorado, from the 14th to the 21st.
Nice, I've been
Oh,
there.
really?
On
Yeah.
my way up to see Ron, I was there. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm, get to see some of my 10 grandkids that I've got there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We have
Don't
2.
forget to go to the breweries.
Have a good bike ride, John.
See you, John.
Brewery. Oh, and yeah, my son's going to be, he says, well, I can take you place, but I got a truck you can drive around here. I said, okay. So
See you, Ken.
I'll look up some old friends and stuff like that. It's a high school
I'm
reunion.
trying
Safe
I'm trying to
travel.
cover you.
Your 30th high school reunion?
Maybe the second time, yeah. Yeah, no, that's
The second
way
30th,
past. Yeah. So, but no, we're I'm hearing from people most of them I thought were dead, and I'm hearing from people who are still alive. Like, oh, okay. The ones I thought should still be alive are the ones who died. The ones I thought would have died early, now they're still hanging around. Like, oh, are you kidding me? He's still alive? Jeez.
Speaking of travel, Philip, you're coming over St. Augustine July what? Roughly?
We haven't got the date firmed up yet. It's sometime in July.
Okay.
We're going to be in. I'll get back with you.
Yeah. You said the St. Augustine area, so.
Yeah, but I'll tell you in a second. I never can remember the name of the town. Anyway, talk amongst yourselves. Palatka.
Oh, over there in Palatka. I've not been to Palatka. I've actually kind of wanted to go up there because the St. Johns River flows by Palatka. I've looked at it on Google Maps. It looks like there's a few interesting places to just, go take my Mavic
It's
through.
not going to be a pleasure trip for sure.
Yeah.
I'm on carry, but I don't know about flying yet. I'm gonna figure it out.
Whoa.
Nice.
Wow.
Is that a pike? That's too big to be a pike. But it has
I'm
the
not
right
sure
shape.
what kind of fish that is.
Muskie?
Ron, did you send this to me? Or do I have the wrong one?
Well, he locked up.
Oh.
Yeah, he locked up.
Yeah, a pike or a muskie. Muskie get that big too.
Yeah.
Pikes actually get that big? They might. I know my brother caught a 27-pound northern pike. It was a world record.
Yeah,
There, he's back. You can ask him.
There you go.
that's what I'm going to be catching up there, Rodney.
Yeah,
What is it?
That's a muskie.
That's a northern pike.
Oh, northern pike.
Northern pike.
Yeah.
It is a pike.
Wow.
Well, them Yankee pikes
Be
get big.
careful of teeth on those things, Ron.
Oh, I know. They're huge.
Yeah.
They're like piranhas. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And I'm gonna help them with the last couple bear hunts and then do a little fishing.
Cool.
But that looks like more than 25 pounds. That's a big guy.
That's a big fish. That's a daily event. That you catch them like that all day long.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess. So they're whitefish, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
When you going to Banff,
August 25.
August 25. Okay.
We'll be there for the Monday through Friday. We didn't want to be there on the weekend so much because it's still pretty popular in August. So
Oh yeah. Yep. And you might run. You know what? I'd take a winter jacket with you.
oh yeah, we're planning on that. Yeah, it's gonna get cold at night. I know for sure.
Jim Schroding, good morning.
But yeah, we're both really looking forward to that trip.
Yeah, that actually is one on my bucket list. I do want to make it up here sometime. Assuming you're flying there, Dennis.
I didn't hear that clearly.
He said he's presuming you're flying.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Flying. I think it's direct. Pretty sure that it is. Hang on a second.
I suppose that's the advantage of living close to the Atlanta airport. A lot of direct flights.
Calgary is what I need to look for.
Yeah, because sometimes we
Flying to Calgary, and then there it is. It's Air Canada. Air Canada AC 7548. So let's see here. I thought I knew.
It's a regional.
Is it?
Yeah. With that flight number, the 5,000 and 7,000 series are regional flights.
Okay. This will tell me too. Yeah. So that flies. I got the wrong number for sure. 7548. I thought that's what it said. Huh. Oh no, that's Eric. That's a different day. I don't know. Anyway, it feels. Do you mean is that flight to Calgary? Is that nonstop?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Atlanta to Calgary.
Yes, Ron. Going to Dirty South today.
Dirty South. The Florida State? Is that what that means?
No, Dirty South FPV Park.
Oh, sorry.
I keep on saying
Easy
RV
mistake,
park.
Dennis.
Yeah. Come on over, Dennis.
I don't know all the colloquialisms, so.
Yeah, you're only about 2 hours away.
I know you and I are actually pretty close. We've only met in big drone meetups.
You're north side of Atlanta, Dennis?
South. Yeah, I'm very close
Okay,
to.
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. But I know you go up there to, oh God, whatever that
Buford.
lake is up there.
Buford and Sugar Hill
Lanier.
and Cummings up there is where our son lives.
I lived in.
Oh, you
Cumming
think of
for
Lake
2
Lanier?
years.
Yeah, I go there.
Yeah,
Yes,
Lake
that's
Lanier.
why he
Yeah.
lives about 10 minutes from Lake Lanier.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I lived in Cumming. Actually, I was about 7 miles west of Cumming. We still had a Cumming zip code, but right off of Highway 20.
Yeah, so that was kind of out in the country. Nice there. Beautiful.
I'm
there.
surprised they still haven't done what they talked about doing for a long time, which was turning 20 into another bypass
Yeah.
between 75 and 85.
Oh,
They
that
were
would be
doing it
nice.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were turning it into a 4-lane.
Wow. They never did it, huh? I've not been up there. Wow.
It's obviously needed, but
Well, guys, I'm
They're gonna-
home.
I just
I'm gonna say goodbye. But wanted to pop
Okay.
in and say hello.
Well, it's great to see you, Ron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking about you this morning. In fact, on my live stream, I was mentioning I needed to get hold of you.
Yeah, I'm glad we finally hooked up.
Yeah,
So,
you still feeding the deer?
oh,
yeah, I was gonna
yeah.
say,
Yeah,
I was
think
gonna
they
ask you,
spotted
what do you
me.
feed Elvis?
Elvis, he kind of stopped eating.
He stopped eating a while ago. I remember.
Yeah. Must be
He's on a
sneaking stuff
diet.
while
Got
I'm
it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
good
I can
seeing
still
you,
get all
Ron.
kinds of critters. Yeah, it's good seeing you, and hope you have a great trip to Colorado. If things work out, maybe I'll drive down and say hi, meet up with
Yeah,
you.
well, I'm gonna be up there a week, so
Okay.
I get to meet one of my new I think it's number 13 of my great grandchildren. So,
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
and
I would say it's about 5 hours away from me.
is it?
Might be
Okay,
it might be an excuse to take a motorcycle ride for a couple of days.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going south.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that'd be great.
yeah, I'm about halfway on the fence of selling the bike. I don't really have a whole lot of people to ride with anymore, and then after this week, I'm not sure I want to ride anymore. I've had 4 fatalities on motorcycles this week.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that kind of
Puts a damper on it.
turned me off of it. Yeah, yeah.
You know, Bike Week this year was ironically not horrid. There were only 6 deaths during Bike Week between
No.
the Volusia, and Flagler counties.
Mm.
Wow. That's a nice bike.
Crazy.
so,
There's still
isn't
100. There's
Tony
still
coming up your
400,000
way
people that show up.
in August?
Do what?
Say again?
Isn't Tony coming up your way?
Yeah, he is. He's coming up for Sturgis. He called me, about a month ago. Yeah. Yeah, I'll ride with him. We're actually going to maybe, I'd like to plan a little trip with him. His wife doesn't like to go on real long distance rides, but it's only like 2 hours from here. I want to take him up to the Bighorn Mountains. There's a place up there where you get to the bottom of the canyon, and the canyon walls are well over 1,000 foot in elevation. I know that because I may have accidentally flown my drone that high.
Oh, wow. How could you do that?
Yeah.
You know how dangerous that is to fly next to a cliff with, that high with your drone?
Yeah. That's weird thing is, I didn't see a single soul up there.
Yeah, that is weird.
Wait a minute. If you were within 400 feet of the cliff,
Yeah,
I was.
then you were
then you
safe.
can fly.
Because
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, you're legal.
Yeah, it's just like a building, flying a building.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was going to say. I thought it was that 400 foot rule went into place
If
there.
you have
Yeah.
your 107.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. He's going to love it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, they were there. He was here 4 or 5 years ago. I think he was here, and we went riding together. And yeah, it'll be fun. But well, guys, I'll send you fish pictures from Canada.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
You
Remember,
enjoy yourself and be safe.
Oh yeah, remember it's my story, and I can make the fish pictures as big as I want. So
That's
right.
right. You got the
That's right.
tools for it.
Yeah.
Yep. Chat GPT.
Well, most of your stuff's photoshopped
They were
anyways. We
this
understand.
Oh, come on. You don't
He
go
doesn't
fishing
use
with ChatGPT
Photoshop. Now,
anyway.
come on. He uses Luminar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He doesn't use. That's right.
Yeah.
Right. My
He
bad.
doesn't Photoshop any pictures ever.
Yeah. Ever.
Yeah.
No.
Who goes fishing? Who goes fishing to fish? Don't you go fishing to drink the beer?
I
Yeah.
might have a beer or two while I'm up there, but I don't know. I'm not much of a drinker anymore. I can't remember the last beer I had.
You're getting old, Ron.
Yeah, that, and you got to be so careful. One little infraction, my career's done. You know, I can't risk that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd lose my
Deadlines and commitments.
I'd lose my paramedic license, my guide license, one DUI. Yeah, that's all it takes. But
Yeah. The
well,
simple
anyhow,
answer
guys,
is just do it at
have a
home.
happy Saturday.
You too, Ron.
And I'm gonna go help collect rocks.
All right, Ron. You have a good day,
Have
bro.
fun, Ron.
Take care. You have another
All right, guys.
Ron in the chat that tried to climb a mountain. So there you go. It must be a Ron thing.
It
Yeah.
must be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Later, Ron.
All right, guys.
Later.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.
So were there trees around you there, Ron? Is what caused the loss of connection?
The mountain.
The mountain. Yeah.
Oh, maybe he was climbing it from the other side.
True. True.
You know, there could be like magnetic rock in the side of the cliff or something like that
That's
that
true
would
too. Yeah.
cause
Yeah.
the
I'm
interference.
just curious what he felt was the contributing factors.
Could have been rebar.
Anyway, I'm fading, Rodney, so I'm going to tell you goodbye.
All
For the
right,
day.
brother. Where you
You gonna
taking
go
gonna-
take a nap?
And I'm gonna do the same thing. So
Yeah, I bet you are.
Damn.
Okay, see you, Dom.
I'm
Damn.
Bye-bye
I'm
now.
just- my
Have a
eyes
good
are
night,
just staying
Dom.
open. Yeah, good night, all.
Good night.
So when are you heading out,
All
Philip?
Probably about 9:30, maybe a little bit later.
okay.
They start at noonish, but I want to try to get out there and find a good spot and set up and ease up and everything and set up. At least beat some of the other people there, so I'm not having to walk walk with all that stuff.
Right.
So,
Makes good
but
sense. So
Dave's cooking 10 pounds of meat.
wow.
They got a grill. They got a grill donated to them. Let me show you what I'm donating.
Who's created this park?
It's Adam Vincent, which is Logical FPV. It's his property. They have, I want to say, 80 acres of land.
Okay.
And basically they're just trying to create a spot to where, let's say if you want to go practice or something, you can go practice by yourself without having to worry about any kind of people walking up to you or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was too, but I mean, I've been there. We've all been there, really, where it's hard to find the perfect spot to where nobody's going to bug you about it, and they just wanted a place
Joe.
where they could do stuff.
Hey, good morning.
Good
What's
morning.
up,
Joe.
Joe?
How y'all doing?
Good. And yourself?
Doing
Oh,
good.
good. Just taking a break. Been listening and cleaning the house, getting ready for open house today.
Uh,
I saw you sent me the link. I said, well, I'm sitting down for a minute. I'll pop in.
oh, well, I'm glad you did. I
Yeah.
figured you'd probably be busy because I knew you was going to be moving soon. So
Yeah. When you moving?
When or where?
No, when?
As soon as the house sells. As soon as our buyer walks through this sucker and offers some money.
And where are you moving to?
Maryville, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yep, from Houston, Texas. Be a nice change.
while I'm thinking about it, are you going to be able to make Minefield?
I should make Minefield. Yeah, if I'm not up in Tennessee by then, I'll probably just go ahead and drive. I mean, I'm gonna drive either way, but it's 9 hours, 9 and change from Houston, so
Yeah.
It's not awful, but it's only about, I think, 5 from Maryville.
Right. Yeah. Because
So-
Maryville is just on the east side of Knoxville.
South side, about
Yeah,
30, 40
south-
miles south of Knoxville.
South. Yeah. South. So.
Yeah, it's about 4 hours from Birmingham, 4 hours from Atlanta, about 4 hours Bob Casey. I'll be just a short, short
8 hours
halfway drive. We'll meet up from anywhere. Well, yeah, how far is it from y'all in Virginia?
It's
About 8, I think.
about an 8-hour drive.
I think it's 8 to Chicago also, where right now it's 19. So yeah, it'll be good. Soon, hopefully, it's getting hot down here.
Joe,
Well-
I'm sorry, I had to change your icon.
Oh yeah, you good. I like that though with the goggles. That's cool. Yeah, just playing around with some new logo.
Yeah, I like that new logo.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Chat GPT for the win.
For the win.
I wish I could make the Dirty South Park, man. That sounds like a bunch of fun.
Yeah, it's going to get better and better. I mean, right now, it's more of a, okay, this is what we can do, and then I guarantee there's going to be some people. Say, Ken.
DNA.
Hey, Ken.
I guarantee there's going to be some pilots that'll say, why don't we do this and and stuff like that, which is
Is it right now more of a build process, or are y'all like just getting down and flying?
I haven't been out there personally myself. I've been wanting to go out there on their work days and at least help out.
Yeah,
right.
But haven't been able to. But yeah, it's a good bit of it built. They're still got to add lighting and stuff like that. They don't want to fly too much at night, but still they want to add the lights to during the daytime. Even lights, you can basically, it'll look good during the daytime too. So they haven't. It's just a work in progress, and
good deal.
Today's grand opening, I'm hoping we'll go through. I don't have no doubt it will go good as a success.
Oh yeah.
So
Good morning, Mike.
it's a good idea. Especially if you got some property and stuff like that, he's getting, you're signing a waiver, basically, and if everybody sticks to what they, sticks to being a good boy and girl, then fly there. To me, it's a practice. It's more of a practice type deal.
Yeah.
Practice doing a lot of stuff. And that's what we really need. We need a place that's kind of permanent where you can actually go and practice.
Yep.
We see it every
I don't
day.
know whether they're
We see
going to
it
do
in chats every day. Hey, where can we fly? Where's a good place to fly? Where nobody's gonna bug me and stuff like that. And it's so tough to go to these parks and stuff because you got Karens and people that walk up to you and say, can't fly here. You can't fly here. Joe, you've seen
spot I'm
that.
going in Tennessee is place I'm going in Tennessee. I think it's on like 11 or 14 acres, something like that. So
Hey,
I'll
Brad.
build my own little park on my own land.
Hey, Brad.
What's
Hey,
up, B-Rad? What's up, Kenny?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
What's up, Brad?
Not much.
So
Can y'all hear me
B-Rad.
all right?
Yeah.
Yes.
How was
Okay.
how was that light show?
Oh, the drone show was great. I got some good footage with the DJI Pocket, or the Osmo Pocket 3, and hopefully I'm gonna pull some of that up today. I'm on drone tomorrow at 3 p.m., so I'm hoping to show some of that footage.
Oh, cool.
Sweet. Kenny, you keep popping in and out. You okay?
Yeah,
I
so,
keep
yeah,
trying. I'm trying to turn my camera around on the road. And every time I hit the stupid double arrow thing, it kicks me out. So I
Yep.
give up.
Yeah.
How's the drive so far, brother?
It's fine. I slept in somewhere in Oklahoma at a casino parking lot last night. Actually, it was
Oh,
pretty
you was
nice.
in Oklahoma?
Yeah, but I was way south. I was in Wichita Falls, and I just went
Oh
over
yeah.
and
Oh my
crossed
God.
the
Yeah. That's about a 4-hour drive from here.
Yeah, I
or
just went
longer.
north up into Oklahoma because there was a casino up there with free RV parking. So I was able to park my car on one of the RV sites and plug my power bank up to charge it up.
Yeah.
But I'm heading to Amarillo, Texas today. It's a short drive today. I'm going to go out there and explore and have fun. Watch
How's your
the
hip
cars
holding
move.
up, old
It's
man?
actually feeling a little bit better right now because I haven't been walking around on it. So actually the driving's been good for it.
Good, good.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your hip?
Bursitis.
Oh, you're just getting
Doctor
old.
said-
Okay.
Yeah, doctor said I have bursitis and I just got to give it time to heal, and he gave me some ibuprofen to take.
Yeah. There's 2 aspirin
Okay.
calls in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be in Albuquerque tomorrow night, and then the fun stuff starts. Go to Sandia Mountains and Slide Rock and Sedona and all that on my way to Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Sedona's
I'm
nice.
excited.
And when's the tournament?
The tournament I play on June 28th.
28.
And if I make it to the second day, I'll play on the 29th. And if I make it to the third day, the final table, it'll be June 30th. It's 14 hours of poker every day.
It's a
Oh, you're playing
marathon,
in a
man.
poker tournament?
I'm playing in one of the World Series of Poker events. My son is flying out there, and we've got a hotel for 4 nights on the Strip.
Wow.
Oh wow. I didn't know you was a poker player.
I love to play poker.
You don't know Kenny too well.
No, I don't. Yeah. I don't know him as well as I'd like to.
Well, it's good to know that he's a poker player because if he ever asks me if I want to play poker, I know the answer is no.
Yep,
Yeah,
yes,
right.
exactly. Yeah, like, no, I don't think so.
Damn, we just spoiled it
You,
for you,
man.
Ken.
Go
Sorry.
fish.
brother. I love you, man, but no.
No.
Yeah.
Mm,
We'll play
that
go
would
fish
be-
or something.
No.
We'll play for small dollar amounts.
Yeah, pennies.
The next
I was gonna
meetup,
say,
Kenny.
with me, it would be pennies. Yeah.
The next meetup, Kenny
We'll
walks
play
out with a
five
poker
cent.
set, and it's like the lights going on and cockroaches going everywhere. Everybody's leaving. Everybody's out. Nope, I don't want nothing to do with this.
Hey, I'm trying to, hopefully if I get to South Florida to a meetup, I'm trying to organize a poker tournament in the lobby.
That'd be fun. I'll be all about it.
Are we playing with potato chips or what?
No, it'll be a buy-in. It's not going to be a
No,
cash game
tacos.
and give away a couple prizes. You just play
That's
for
an
like
idea.
the
Tacos
last
like we
3
did this
people.
year.
Yep, do a
It's
little
just something
tournament.
fun. Like everybody donate $10 towards it, and then we play poker, and the top 3 people actually win prizes or something.
Hey, that
Sounds like
good.
fun.
Haven't
Now
quite
that's a
worked
good
out all the
idea there.
details.
I
Yeah.
mean, as long as,
It's
as,
just,
long
it's
as
just
you're
in the
not
lobby,
playing.
give us
Ken.
something to do and talk and have fun.
You can play every other hand, Ken.
But you got to lose at least every other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny, are you good enough to you can lose when you want to?
You don't ever want to lose, but you have to know when to fold. What you do is you minimize your losses and maximize your wins. So
Kenny Rogers saying something about that.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
know when to fold. That's right.
Know when to
I
walk
played
away
a
and
couple
know
nights
when.
ago.
Yeah.
I played
Is
at
that
the
the same
I
thing
played at the
you're-
Horseshoe in Bossier City a couple nights ago. I won a little bit of money. They didn't have any poker at the casino I was at last night. They only had slot machines. So I put
Bet.
$20 in a slot machine, and they didn't give me any money back.
I never could do the
Not like
machines.
an
Slot machines, video
Not a-
poker, video blackjack.
Yeah.
I'm not. I like the
I
real,
Not an
the real
ATM
poker.
kid.
I always lost on the slot machines, but when Judy and I would go, she always won. So I'd wipe out my $20 right away, and then every time she got past her 20, like $10 or $15 past, I go cash it out and then give her another 20 and say, "There you go."
Yeah.
And we actually paid. We went up there to a casino Stayed there 4 days, and we actually paid for. She won enough to pay for our whole stay.
Where was that?
It was
That's
in
awesome.
Tulsa at the
At the Cherokee?
it was Cherokee Casinos. Now it's the
Choctaw.
now it's right.
Yeah.
It's the
Creek Nation.
what is it? Rock and roll. What's that?
Hard Rock
Hard Rock.
Cafe.
Hard Rock
Hard
Cafe.
Rock.
Yeah, it's a Hard Rock Cafe casino now, but
Yeah.
still owned by the Cherokees. But but yeah, so we made enough to pay for all that, and we ended up coming home with an extra $600 on top of that. So
Heck yeah, that's a win.
paid for all of our meals,
That's
and
great.
yeah,
Nice.
her luck was a lot better than mine because I kept losing my money. It's like, yeah,
I
casino
remember
was at-
remember that area when there wasn't any casino there.
oh yeah,
Yeah, because that's right there in Catoosa, and
it's right there in Catoosa. Yeah,
my mom grew up there, so I remember when there wasn't anything in that area except rolling hills.
yeah. Well, and when it first opened up, they had one little actual brick building, and the rest of it was more or less tents added to it. Sort of. They had tent tops on them, like they used to do in the malls and stuff. You'd go in some of the malls, and they'd have that's what they had there, and they finally went back and rebuilt the whole thing and really made it nice. And then Hard Rock came in, and they've just, it's a Hard Rock Cafe now. What do you expect?
Mhm. It's all glam. Yeah,
Yeah,
all glamorous now.
Yeah, the Creek Nation has a big
I was at,
casino there in Tulsa as well.
yeah, they do.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have one down. We have right here in town. They're just out of town, over between here and Fort Gibson, which is like 10 minutes from my house. There's a Cherokee casino, and then 10, 15 minutes on the other side of town is the Muskogee Creek Nation casino over there. So, we got plenty of casinos here in Muskogee. So, but
Yeah, we
I
had
haven't
one in
been to one.
Kansas City, where I'm from originally. We had like 4 or 5, I think, and
Yeah.
I was at that poker room quite often. Poker room and blackjack's what I played most.
Well, Oklahoma's basically slot machines. We don't, I don't even know if they have any card
There's
playing.
nothing in Texas.
They had a craps table there last night and a couple of blackjack tables. But I didn't play any of them. I just went in them in.
Yeah.
There's a little
dinner
slot.
there last night.
I forgot.
They had a $8 fajita dinner last night, so
Oh,
I got
man.
out of there for $11.70 and $20 in a slot machine.
Nice.
Wow.
God, you can't even buy a Starbucks coffee for that.
I think I spent exactly that on McDonald's yesterday for breakfast and a couple extra breakfast burritos for lunch later.
I will say, I think McDonald's tastes better. The tortillas were like bricks,
Oh.
but it was food, and I ate it.
Yeah.
And little TMI, I'm wearing the same shirt from 3 days ago. So I'm going to a Planet Fitness this morning when I get to Amarillo to take a shower.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Well, the casino I was at, the only machine that was paying off that night was the ATM.
Exactly. If I sat at a poker table right now, they'd all leave.
You little stanky.
I ain't smelling too good right now.
Well, that might be a good thing.
Hey, Rodney,
Is it so bad you have?
Were you heading B-Red?
Leaving. I just left about 45 minutes ago from Roanoke, Virginia, up in the mountains, and heading back to Richmond, Virginia. About 3.5 hour drive from there, but I've already been on the road about 45 minutes. So, yep, about 200 miles.
2.5 ago. Good deal. About 2.5 hours to go. No sweat.
Yeah, not too bad. I got to get back. My neighbor is doing a smoke-in across the street from my house that he does 2 or 3 times a year. So I've got some chicken that I put some dry rub on yesterday, and we're going to do some brisket, some spare ribs, and we got what else we're cooking.
That sounds good.
You're trying
Yeah,
to
it's
interrupt
gonna
my
be great. I
diet.
just got to
aren't you,
get back
Brad?
there and help him.
Yeah, you might be going through a little spot. You're kind of blurby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I dropped down. Yep, I dropped down a little bit.
All
I'm
good.
out in the middle of the country.
Joe, all my batteries are not charged right now. I left this morning about 20 miles into the trip. There was a whole field of windmills.
Ah,
I
damn.
was like, I don't have time to pull over. I don't want to make time to pull over and charge my batteries and stuff.
Right.
I was like, oh,
Right.
man.
Dang.
Don't you have that solar on the roof?
No, it's a ground one you have to pull out and set up.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I mean, I can charge them
Yeah.
while I go, but I'm just trying to save my battery stuff.
Yeah,
Well, I'm charging lipos now. I got, I said, got an open house from 10 to 1, so I got to go. And we're all going to kind of go in different directions. Since I have a roof inspection to go to first, I'm going to take my dog with me and then go meet up with the guys, probably fly at our bando.
I'm probably going to fly the Air 3 today because I'll be in Amarillo, so I'm going to try to cruise over to the Cadillac Ranch.
Cool. Yeah, good deal. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I'm going to get my Air 3 loaded up, too.
Yeah, that Cadillac Ranch, last time I saw it, all the Cadillacs were painted pink.
And they're not drivable anymore either. They're all like stuck in the ground.
Yeah.
No shit, Sherlock. Hey, I'm going to get off here, guys. I'm going to get a little bit more cleaning up done before we got to go here in, hour and a half.
All right. Well, Joe, you have a good day, brother.
Today, Joe.
You take care, Joe.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, good chatting with y'all. Take care.
Good luck today.
Philip, have fun. Tell everybody down there I said hello down at the Dirty South.
Oh, man.
Wish I could make it, but I'll be there in the future, man. I'll only be 4-hour drive away, so I'll be there for some labor and some love.
I'm hoping to go live around 12:30 today.
12:30. Okay, I'll probably be flying by then, so I'll jump on YouTube and look for you.
I'm gonna try and keep an eye out for it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys.
All right, Joe. Take care.
Joe.
Take it easy, y'all. Peace.
Yeah,
Hey,
guys,
Rodney,
I
I
think
was
I'm
gonna
going to go ahead and end the stream. So
Yeah.
I need
I was
to.
going to ask you, I forgot you hadn't got together with me to look at the black box.
Good seeing
No,
you guys.
I apologize for not even communicating with you. I do still want to do that, though. But,
Okay, we can do it. When Kenny gets back, I've got a training exercise for Kenny too. So I've learned how to use PID Toolbox
I'm losing service.
to actually tune my drones. So
well, maybe I'll join in on that.
given what I do from a professional perspective, the whole using the black box and PID Toolbox is kind of like right up my alley. So.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to thank Rod too. He bought Starlink and hadn't even activated it yet or anything. And I asked him if I could borrow it. So he bought it, activated it, and then gave it to me to use. So thanks, Rod. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's getting. I got the mini. Best Buy had the mini on sale for like $3.99 or something like that.
When you say Starlink, you're talking about the network, the internet?
Yeah, the satellites. Yeah,
Yeah.
because when I'm in Utah, I'm not
Satellites.
going to have any service, and I won't be able to work. So he gave me the Starlink. I should be able to connect to the internet in theory and be able to still work and not be completely away from civilization.
Oh, cool.
I got it for the mini. They have a plan that's a 50 gig for $50 kind of plan. That is for 30 days that you can turn on and off as you want to, kind of thing. So it's not something you have to stay subscribed to. But obviously we have the hurricanes down. We have the hurricanes down here, and one of the biggest pains in the butt when they go by is we'll lose electric for 3 or 4 days. which means you're losing the internet. So I got the
Yeah.
mini so that I can have the internet if the power goes out from hurricanes. It's part of my hurricane kit now, basically.
Cool.
Cool. That's
All
smart.
righty, guys. Well, Ken, you have a safe trip, brother.
Thanks. I appreciate it. It's good seeing you guys.
Safe
Yeah,
travel.
good
Hey, good seeing you again. Yeah.
And
seeing
Brad,
y'all.
you have a safe trip home. I guess you're heading home.
Yeah, well, I got to make a few stops along the way, but yep.
Oh, okay. And when you do get home, give me a call.
Okay. Yep. All
All
right.
right.
Good seeing all y'all.
Yeah, Brad. Thank you for stopping in, brother.
You too.
We'll see you. Talk to you soon.
Good
Bye.
seeing you, Brad.
See you, brothers. Good seeing all y'all. Bye-bye.
We'll see you, Brad.
You finally got it. Okay.
There we go.
Philip, I guess, how far away are you from that place?
25 minutes.
Oh,
So
wow. Yeah, well, you have a safe trip too. A lot can happen in 25 minutes.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm working on. Well, kind of like years ago, my old boss, he used to say, "Be careful out there. The life you save may be your own."
That's true.
What was, I'm setting up a GoPro as a webcam, so I'm hoping I can have multiple cameras going on Restring along with running it off of 5G if there's 5G there, because he's in a desolate little place, so
Right.
not sure yet.
Yeah.
So I may just use my phone. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
But y'all have a great morning. Hopefully everything will go well today and no rain.
I got to
think
build.
anybody's got any rain. Rod, have fun with that. The next one, I want to see a car battery on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Ironically, the next one I'm talking to the one provider I got is he managed to talk Patty Flips, who owns Proto FPV, into making a 4-inch version of this frame. So that'll probably be my next one.
Wow.
I've lost track. I think I'm up to like 9 or 10 drones that I've built now.
Yeah, you've become addicted. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, guys. Well, you guys, y'all have a good day.
All right. Thanks for the
Everybody
invite.
in the chat, thanks
Later,
for being
everyone.
in the chats. We appreciate it. Don't forget tomorrow morning, the Sunday sunrise, starting with me here in Virginia, going to Georgia with Dennis Lovelady, and from there we'll go to Texas with Chris Hope, and following Chris Hope, of course, will be Johnny Drone Flyer. So say a prayer for our country, say a prayer for our military men and women, say a prayer for those that need it. Anyway, folks, y'all have a good one. Love y'all. Bye now.
Later.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.